What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? On this episode, we are gonna smoke a rainbow marker 1.5 doobie and watch Try Not to Laugh. 420 jokes. You know, I did the Try Not to Laugh challenge a couple videos back, and it really wasn't that successful. I think I might have laughed maybe twice. I mean, that's including like a smirk or you know. But without further ado, let's get into this. Let's see what this is all about.
Get more for less with Tim Hortons $1, $2, $3 menu. Order any size beverage.
I'm not sponsored,
Add a
Timmy,
favorite,
but if you
like
want
a
to
donut
sponsor
for just
me,
$1, a bagel
holla.
for $2.
Weed's getting a bad rap. I don't mean like a blunt rap. You know, I mean, people talk. People talk shit about it. Marijuana affects the memory. That's bullshit. I never forget to smoke.
Amen.
So
Pretty
weed makes you
tasty.
Stupid. It doesn't make you stupid. It
Pretty
makes you
tasty
smarter.
doing.
All right. Been smoking weed since high school. I grew up in San Gabriel Valley in LA. We had what's called off-campus lunch. I don't know if you remember that. That's where you can go off campus, smoke weed,
We had that.
eat, and then you had to come back for some reason. It was, So one time I came back lit, and we had intermediate math. I had intermediate math after lunch, right? And one time I came back lit, and we had to take a test in fractions, a little pop quiz. And one of the questions on the test was, what's the difference between a quarter and an eighth? I wrote $50.
Pretty much everybody smokes pot when you think about it. I just found out my 15-year-old cousin smokes pot. What the fuck? 15-year-old wants to be an adult before he even grows up. I want to try to help curb the habit, discourage him from really turning it into something bad. So I told him I'd smoke a little. Didn't expect the reaction. His eyes got so big, like so excited. He was like, dude, Adam, dude, you smoke weed? Dude, how have we not smoked together yet? I was like, dude, how have we not smoked together yet? 5 years ago, you were 10. What the fuck are you talking about? You just started using deodorant, man. Take it easy. Plus, I have this rule. I can't smoke pot with anybody who didn't grow up watching DuckTales. That's just one of my rules about smoking. Yeah, that's a good rule. DuckTales. They're the potheads. That's how you find them.
Today
You got me on that one.
Cards. Thank you. My second card. My first card I got 3 days in Los Angeles. I didn't even have an apartment yet.
He
My
got me
first
with that
purchase was a
DuckTales
weed
joke.
cookie. I got an edible. And it was the coolest thing I'd ever gotten up to that point in my life. Because I'd never seen branding on drugs. It had a logo. Aunt Mabel's weed cookie. Oh, I trust this. She's family. Underneath it, it said per dose, eat 1/3 of a cookie. Who eats 1/3 of a cookie? I eat all the thirds of a cookie. You're not gonna have me eat 1/3 of a cookie now I'm high and I'm hungry and I'm staring at 2/3 of a cookie? That's not happiness, that's Hunger Games. And I ate the whole cookie. Woke up 2 days later, about 1.5 miles from my house, feeling refreshed. I'm gonna get out of this ditch and get on with my day.
My friends smoke weed all the time. My boys, like my guys I hang out with, they are heavy weed smokers. Heavy. And they all have girlfriends and wives, not girlfriends, girlfriends and or wives.
I thought that was Tony Rock.
That won't let them smoke at home. So now my house has become the designated weed smoking house. Yeah, they just called me up out of nowhere, like, hey man, what you doing? Called me up for no reason. What you doing? I'm like, I'm in here watching the game. Got a pound coming over. Then they get high and they get into these deep philosophical weed discussions. I don't know if your friends do that. Like that's when they want to have like a Wolf Blitzer CNN discussion when they high. But it's always bullshit comes out of nowhere. It's like, ew.
I had a friend you couldn't talk about
You was
politics or something
Which
else in front of him
ex-girlfriend's house would you
because he wouldn't hear the end of it.
And my other boys over here, they thinking about it too. Oh, that's deep. That's deep. See, it don't work like that. It don't work like that because technically you invisible, right? but the shit you steal is not. So now it's a TV just floating down the street. Oh, shit. That's how they caught me last time.
My mom she actually came out here and visited me once, and she kind of got into my medicinal marijuana. My bad, because I've got glaucoma and can't see any of you. When she came out here and visited me, I took a shower. I thought I hit everything, but the southern one is like a fucking honey badger. They will dig through anything. They're just like, just looking through it. I got out of the shower, I looked really good. She's just standing there. She's like, Justin Douglas Martindale, what is this? The full name, right? She's like, I've raised you better than this, mister. I cannot believe you brought this in your house. I've been through thick and thin with you. Jesus has cried for you through thick and thin. I cannot believe you would even... God damn, that shit hits hard. What is...
What if I told you this dish was actually healthy? Let's be real. Astor's menu is way healthier than the competition. Their chefs actually know what they're doing. Every meal's balanced.
What is that? Is that an indica, a sativa? What is that? Purple Rhino, Mystic Haze, Sad Substitute Teacher? What's that called?
If you're gonna do drugs, smoke weed. Seriously, right? Exactly. I don't judge.
Amen.
What's the worst thing that's gonna happen? You smoke some weed. You're gonna eat a couple
Sleep
of Twinkies
or eat.
and drive really safely.
White people, you have good weed. And I
They got me
commend you
twice.
because you use discretion. You get your weed from somebody called a guy. I don't know who this guy is. You can ask any white dude anywhere. Where you get your weed from? I get it from this guy. I see him on Tuesdays. You want me to pick you up something? That's all you get. Ask a brother, yo dogs, where you get your weed from? From my cousin. He at the Holiday Inn right down the street. Won't you call him from your cell phone so you could lock the number in? Then they wonder why they get caught. It's 2 o'clock in the morning and your car is orange. That's why you got caught. You need a guy.
When you get your weed from white people, they let you try it before you buy it.
Not
Can't
all
get
of
that
us.
from black people.
Not
You have
all
to
of
smoke
us.
them out.
Not all of us will let you try
The
it
shit
before you
just got
buy
from
it.
them. In business, that's called reneging.
I had to go back and learn fractions just to buy weed from white people. I didn't know nothing about eighths or quarters or nothing like that. Nobody told me that if the bottom number was bigger, you get less. I had to rush down to Home Depot to get one of them rulers with the lines on them. The guy was like, what you using it for? Like, I'm buying an 8 from a white guy. Which one is the 8? Is that the little short line next to the quarter? Because I don't want to get ripped off. I want the right length. I'm on the phone telling my friends, don't worry about it. I got 2 1/64s coming. And we'll just put one in the freezer. This should last us till Christmas.
I have a prescription for medical marijuana. And here in Los Angeles, you don't even need a real reason to get it. The doctor's like, why do you need a prescription for medical marijuana? It's like, because my neighbor moved to Burbank. And I don't know where else to get any pot from. Because everybody smokes. I hate when I go to the store high, but the guy behind the counter is higher than I am. So you try to buy something and he's like, $2.75, please. How much? He's like, what? My friend tried to get me to smoke some Afghani weed. I don't want to smoke Afghani weed because people in Afghanistan get stoned to death. I'm just trying to get to Hollywood.
Here's the deal. I went into the weed store, and anybody had the edibles? Yes. Woo!
I don't like what edibles.
So
I eat them right before I go to bed.
Fuck you up. I did not know that. So I went in. Now listen, something you need to know about me is I fucking love blueberry muffins. So I walk into the weed store and I'm like, are those blueberry muffins? The guy was like, yeah. And I said, does that have weed in it? And he said, yeah. And I was like, I'll have a blueberry muffin. So my weed store has like a little area where you can smoke and watch DVDs and shit. And I just put in Chappelle season 1. Fucking great. And I'm literally licking my fingers when the guy runs in. He goes, "You didn't eat that whole muffin, did you?" Huh? Tell me you didn't eat that whole muffin right now, all at once, did you? And I was like, yeah. And he goes, all right, listen, and I'm not fucking around right now. Either give me the keys to your car or drive home right now. And I said, what? And he goes, I'm telling you, leave here right now or prepare to be here for 8 hours. I was like, are you kidding me? He goes, you ate that whole muffin, man. He goes, I own this place. I would only eat half if I was at home. I was like, fuck me. He was right. I was high for 8 hours. That's one of those highs where you're like, I have kids, man. I had to pull one of these. I walked into the house. I was like, Daddy's sick. Don't come in the room. Click. And then I peeked my head out. I was like, no matter what you hear from this room, do not come in here. It was bad. Except like an hour later, I was like, except I could use some orange juice.
It's fine if you smoke pot, but there's one type of stoner I hate being around, and that's that person who, when they do get high, they think it makes them smarter somehow. Do you know one of these shitheads?
Fucking doobie keeps going out.
Certain things I can't do with that
Doobie
friend
keeps
while he's
going out.
around anymore. Like, I can't watch movies with him anymore. Here's what happened a few weeks ago. We were watching a movie. He's smoking a joint. I'm completely sober. We're watching Return of the Jedi. I don't want to ruin the movie for you guys. But at one point in Return of the Jedi, a spaceship explodes, and my buddy leans over and he goes, you know that would never actually happen in real life. Bro, you'd never see a fireball in space because fire needs oxygen to survive. And there's 0 oxygen in space. So that shit would never happen. And I was like, you know what? You're right. And while we're at it, I don't think those are real Ewoks either.
That's,
Those are just dwarves dressed up as bears.
that sucks because I wanted a real Ewok.
White people have cool, magical names for their weed. No, think about it like Chronic, Kush, Purple April, Juicy Fruit, Trainwreck, Northern Lights, Green Crack, Purple Horseshoes, Obama. Yeah, there's an Obama strain out there. Yes, we cannabis.
You should be eating whatever you want. The world's on fire. If you watch the news and go, I'll take a kale salad, you're sick in the head, man. This is ice cream news, Fruity Pebbles news. Eat whatever you want. I've tried to eat healthy. I can't. I've been eating the wrong way for too long. My stomach reacts to salads like some of y'all's reacts to Taco Bell. It's like, what is this? We've never seen a carrot. We don't know what a carrot is. Sometimes I need some
He
chicken
said
fingers to
carrot.
get back on my feet again, you know? When I lived in Denver, all the hipsters were like, you need a smoothie, you need a juice drink. I was like, if I have any more juice and somebody bumps into me, I'm gonna poop my britches. I'm not built for juice. I'm an adult. Children are built for juice. If I have 2 cups of apple juice back to back, your boy's fighting for his life. And they'll go, it's a cleanse, it's a cleanse. I tell them, I know diarrhea when I run into it. The only difference in diarrhea and a cleanse is you see one of them coming, you know? You should be eating whatever you want. The world's on
Derek
fire.
Strout
If you watch
comedy.
the
Let's
news-
check him out. Let's see what he's got going on. Let's see what he's got going on. That's the one we just watched. Southern fertilizer. That sounds like a poop joke.
Pick up dog poop until I moved to Colorado. I'd never seen it once. Did y'all know they don't do it in movies? Did y'all know that? You got to watch it live. It's like music. You know, it's like if you want it good, you got to go to the park. Y'all can call me old school, call me what you want, but I'm from a place where we just run over it with a lawnmower until we can't find it anymore. Y'all know what I mean? You kind of circle back around on it and you look at it and you're like, you know what? I think I've diced it up pretty good. You always tell how big it is. Y'all know, I mean, you'll hit it, you know, and you'll kind of get that little bounce like that. It's like that. And then you'll get a whiff of it and I got to circle back on that one. We're going to have to hit it one more time. That's a bad one right there.
Woo!
Hey, did you feed him twice? I mean, it's like a speed bump out here. Oh, my goodness, I lost a tire. I've never seen anybody pick up dog poop until I moved to Colorado. I've never pick up dog poop. Never seen anybody.
So my dad and I ran a landscaping business one time when he got laid off, and we mowed this lawn. This lady had a Great Dane, beautiful dog. Great Danes are beautiful dogs, hands down. This dog was huge. I forget the dog's name. I used to know the dog's name. Harley, big orange, with stripes in it. You know, brindle, orange brindle, Great Dane. Thing was huge. Harley was awesome looking. And my dad used to mow the front yard. I used to mow the back. Harley would mow the backyard, or would poo in the backyard, of course. If you stepped in a Great Dane's poo while you're mowing the lawn and you're not paying attention and you stepped in it, you slide.
No, New York City mice are different. I got everything blocked off in my apartment. We've looked everywhere. Pretty sure they're coming through the front door. No, I've never seen anything like this. And I grew up out in the country. I've dealt with mice, not these mice. No, I throw rat poisoning in there. I look in the cabinet. They're using it as war paint. I've never seen anything like it, man. They're back there throwing dice off the back of the cabinet. It's wild, man. Smoking a Black and Mild. I open the cabinet. Like, what are you looking at? Close the door. My God, this guy's always, what are you doing down here? What do we do? We live here. We've been here our whole life. No, they're crazy. You know, like those mouse traps that slam down? You know? No, I'm not sure. I opened my cabinet. There was a mouse in one. He was holding it up. He was going, you're going to have to kill me with your hands. No, New York City mice are different. I got everything. No, New York City mice are different.
This guy's pretty funny so far. I might have to
New York
subscribe.
City's working out. It's just funny how New Yorkers get so shocked by my accent. And I think it's because Southerners, we visit New York City. New Yorkers do not visit the South. And so when they meet me, it's like they've found one in the wild. I mean, they're like, hey, come here. This guy talks like Huckleberry Finn. Hey, come here. Hey, how'd you get here? Did you ride a horse? Like, what's going on? There's black people over there. You cool with that, right? I mean, it's crazy. And I gotta remind them, I'm like, I know I sound like a bowl of gravy. I do, but you sound like a traffic cone, man. Like, we both have accents, you know? And yours, New Yorkers, y'all's is a little bit more unique. You act like that everybody else is, you got like 61 miles of this accent. There's 9 states that sound like Foghorn Leghorn, okay? New York City's working out. It's just funny how New York, you should be eating whatever you want. You should be eating whatever you want. The world's on fire. If you watch the news and go, and hipsters made a lot of things popular. They brought back Champion, which is wild. Listen, I grew up in the 90s. I remember what Champion was, and it was hot garbage.
Yeah.
It was Kmart's flagship brand.
Right.
Nobody
Russell's
wanted it. I remember
brother.
I got it for Christmas. I was like, I knew we were white trash.
Yeah.
Thank y'all. I mean, really, it's the only brand you got. I mean, right out of the package had tags on it. Smelled like cigarettes. And hipsters made a lot of things popular. They brought back Champion. And I run a little hot naturally. I get worked up, man. You know, I'm one of those people that if I'm at a crosswalk and you come up and push the button behind me, it's hard for me not to turn around and ask you, do you not think that I thought of that too? You think I've been sitting here with my fingers crossed going, dear God, man, I could really use one right now. If you could just get me to the other side of the street, I'd appreciate it. I'll run a little hot now.
All right, that was the first one I really didn't laugh at.
I'll run a little hot now.
But I think I'm gonna have to subscribe to this guy. He's pretty funny. What do you guys think?
And
Comment down below. Derek Stroud.
Which is wild. Listen, I grew up in the 90s. I remember what Champion was. It was hot garbage. It was Kmart's flagship brand. Nobody wanted it. I remember I got it for Christmas. I was like, I knew we were white trash. I did.
Yeah, we already seen this one.
Some of y'all are like, this guy needs some drugs, you know? I'm on enough edibles to kill a hippo, I'll be honest. I mean, I'm on 50 milligrams right now. It's fighting for its life, you know? I'm an edibles guy. I'm the only, let me tell you, I take edibles all the time. And that's why I took Ozempic. I was on it for 4 months. I lost 7 pounds. That's it. The doctor goes, you're the only person I've ever seen that beat Ozempic, man. And that's because Ozempic, I don't care what scientist was where, it's not built for an edible drone strike. I can promise you that. 60 milligrams at 2 a.m. Ha-ta-ta! I'm in there eating ice cream in my underwear going, nice try, Ozempic. He goes, did you feel nauseous? I go, every bite, big dog. Every bite. Some of y'all are like, this guy needs some drugs, you know? I'm on enough edibles to kill. Some of y'all are like, this guy needs some drugs. I know there's somebody in this room that's like, must be nice to eat as much dairy as you want, Derek. Where are you? You're probably the same person that gets 3 pounds of nachos and you put 1 dollop of sour cream on top and that's what made you poop in your hallway. I don't buy it. I'm sick of people eating ice cream out of mixing bowls and they are shocked when they have to fart. I'm over that. I don't know when it started, like 2009, somebody was like, dairy makes my tummy hurt. Dairy is supposed to make your tummy hurt. When doesn't it? And we eat dairy like psychos in this country. We get the same glass we water our ferns with, and we fill it all the way to the top, and we chug it and go, oh my goodness, I might poop. It might happen. Let me tell you something. If you eat a bunch of dairy, and in the next 3 days, you don't go to the bathroom and really impress yourself, go to the hospital. I did this bit in Wisconsin, and they carried me into the streets. I know there's somebody in this room that's like, must be nice.
He's got some good energy to him. And some of his jokes are really, really, really funny.
I know there's somebody in this room that's like. And hipsters made a lot of things popular. They brought back Champion. I run a little hot naturally. I get worked up, man. Let me tell you, it's good to be in the South, man. I love to eat. I've lived in Colorado for the past 10 years, the home of the crunchiest white people in America. They don't like to eat how we like to eat. Their food is fuel people, you know? They're like, a few more cashews, I'll run an errand. A couple more wasabi almonds, I'm gonna go to the recycle center. I don't eat that way. I'm trying to take a nap after every meal. I want to put myself down like an old dog, you know? I want my eyes to fog over, and the last thing I hear is somebody saying, he's a good boy. Y'all know how we eat. It's a big deal to us, man. I mean, if you asked me what I did today, I'd tell you everything I ate. I mean, it's how it works. I'm from a large Southern family, and there's not many of us. We're just heavy breathers. We use low sugar to our advantage, a southern move. We don't have low sugar, but we tell people we do. We go, my sugar's low, and if you don't bring us a piece of pie, you're a bad person. We'll even ham it up. We'll act like the room's spinning. Hey, we looking for a chair. That's just us working hard for a Twix bar, you know? My dad's done it my whole life. He's bigger than I am, 6'3", 300 pounds. We'd be out in the yard working. He'd go, hey, man, I need to head to the house. My sugar's low. I can remember looking at him thinking, it looks high, man. I mean, you look like a Butterfinger with boots on, Bill. You look like you've had all the sugar. Y'all know, I'm from one of those families, when we get done eating supper, it looks like there was a carbon monoxide leak in the living room. My mother's laid out on the love seat. My dad's holding the remote. He lost consciousness. The gravy was too thick. But my dad's gonna wake up in 30 minutes like a hibernating bear and look around and go, you know, I could use something sweet if you got it. Help me get back on my feet again, you know? Let me tell you, it's good to be in the South, man. I love to
Oh
eat.
my
I've
God,
been to
this dude is
Colorado
great.
As you can tell, I'm not originally from around here. I've lived in New York City for 6 months. Nobody believes me. I told the guy at the bodega, I go, hey man, I live here. And he goes, enjoy your visit. I'll say, my bodega, I mean, my apartment's connected to this bodega, man. And he goes, you need to go see the Statue of Liberty, you know? But we're figuring it out, you know? It's a tough time to have this accent. I got everybody's attention right now. It's not all good, you know what I mean? If I said license and registration, y'all drop your drink, you know? A lot of projecting going on with this accent. If I ask if we're in Chinatown, I better be right, you know what I mean? I mean, nobody believes me that it was an accident, you know? I'm originally from Alabama, and I lived in Denver for 10 years, and now I'm here. I enjoy New York City. I like the food. Living in Denver for 10 years, I went a decade without a good meal. So it's nice. Yeah, they're just the crunchiest, most granola white people America has. They don't eat how I eat. I'm trying to take a nap after every meal. You know, I want to put myself down like an old dog.
We
I
just
want my
heard
eyes
this
to
one.
fog over, and the last thing
We
I
just
hear
heard
is
this
somebody
joke.
saying he was a good boy, you know? New York City has my kind of food. I love sodium. I love it. I love salt. I didn't know it was a problem. I thought everybody's hands fell asleep. I had no idea. I love salt. Sometimes I'll buy bologna and just suck on it, you know? I mean, when I get done eating dinner, I want to take my socks off, and it looks like I still got them on, you know? And healthy people, you won't get that joke. You've never seen indentions in your ankles. Y'all would panic. You'd go, what's wrong? What's wrong? I go, somebody cooked you something good. Before we moved out here, we came to New York City in September. I'd been here a bunch. Alyssa's never been here. We went downtown. We went to Times Square. It's a sight to see. Alyssa's looking around. She goes, Derek, I'll be honest. There's more Amish people here than I expected. And I go, Alyssa, those are Jewish people. I was like, I know it's tough to tell from 50 yards away, but you've got the wrong Abraham there, you know? And to get that joke, you got to know what a Hasidic Jew and an Amish person looks like. Some of y'all don't. Some of y'all heard my accent and the word Jew, and you went, I'm going to sit this one out, you know? Jewish people know that's a zinger. Amish people love it too. I did that joke in Pennsylvania. They got on their horses. They go, now that's comedy right there. Now that's something we can make some butter to, you know? No, New York City mice are different. I got everything blocked off in my apartment. We've looked everywhere. We're pretty sure they're coming through the front door. No, I've never seen anything like this.
I just heard that joke from a face. I still love.
Mice, not these mice. No, I throw rat poisoning in there. I look in the cabinet, they're using it as war paint. I've never seen anything like it, man. They're back there throwing dice on the back of the cabinet. It's wild, man. Smoking a black and mild. I open the cabinet. What are you looking at? Close the door. My God, this guy's always, what are you doing down here? What do we do? We live here. We've been here our whole life. No, they're crazy. You know, like those mouse traps that slam down? You know? No, I'm not joking. I opened my cabinet. There was a mouse in one. He was holding it up. He was going, you're going to have to kill me with your hands. I've never seen anything like it. I let him go. I go, hey, dog, go fight crime, man. I'm not going to kill Splinter's nephew. Are you kidding me? I'm a Raphael guy from way back, dog. We were both looking for April. Don't play with me, man. These mice are crazy. I've given in. We just live together now, you know? They slide a couple bucks under the cabinet. I go, thank y'all very much. They go, hey, don't mention it, buddy.
This dude's hilarious. This dude is hilarious. If you haven't checked him out, you got to. Oh my gosh. If you did not laugh, you do not have a sense of humor on that. Oh my gosh. I think I would have laughed even if I wasn't high. That dude was so fucking hilarious. But the 420 try not to laugh challenge, it was all right. This is Thomas with Lukewarm Mess. God bless. Love y'all.